Hi guys, so today I am reviewing the Almar Volume 1 palette. I'm probably going to butcher a lot of the names in this because I'm not Cuban, I'm English, I'm not well travelled, but I ordered the Havana Heat collection. I couldn't resist because they were doing this sort of collaboration for a week or something. So I got this and these, and I have some thoughts. I'm going to apply them and I hope you enjoy. So I only got these yesterday, but I think I already have my kind of verdict on them. Let's talk about the brushes first. Love the green. Green's actually one of my favourite colours, even though I hardly ever wear it. So these are the brushes. You get a crease brush, a sort of definer brush that you can cut your crease with, and that you could like put in the inner corner, and you get a super skinny flat top brush. So this could be used for putting right up underneath the eye. You could use it for winged liner. Let's start with my favourite. This flat top sort of liner brush is incredible. I used it underneath my eye this morning and I used it to create a wing. A lot of the times I will do like sometimes a bold eye or a neutral eye on top, and I'll always make bold on the underneath of my eye, and I'll try to wing it out, and I'll try and use something thicker like this Zoeva Luxe pencil brush, which does pretty well. But if I want a serious wing, this is incredible, and I will be using it today for that. And then you have this flat sort of packer style brush. You could use this for packing on the lid, although I just prefer using my fingers with shimmer shades. I think it works so much better, and I have stubby little nails, so use this in the inner corner and to highlight my brow bone as well. Very nice. One of my favourite brushes before this one to do my inner corner and my brow bone was this little small concealer brush by Wet n Wild. Still love this, but this gives it a run for its money. And also now I have two. And then this crease brush. Oh Kathleen, you told me this was good. I'm sorry to say, but this is my least favourite thing of the whole entire collection because it's just too flimsy. If this was more tightly packed, or if it was maybe shaped differently, it's a bit too flimsy. This is my favourite crease brush. This is the e.l.f. Fluffy Eye Blender brush. Favourite brush ever. So I'm gonna like swirl it, and you can see how everything moves. I don't know if you can see that. So if you're trying to blend something out, the whole brush is moving. Whereas if I use this, it spreads out the bristles more, and you see that? It's hard to tell on camera, but this whole thing moves. There's just no like center of gravity to it or something, and because of that I don't really like it. I'm really sorry. Also, it's not as soft as this one. It's not going to prickle your eye or anything like that. It's not my favourite. Okay, so what you've been waiting for, the palette. So I wasn't going to buy this because I thought it's volume 1, looks incredible, but there'll probably be a volume 2, a volume 3. I'll just like get a little box set of them or something. A bit like the Jaclyn Hill Vault or something like that. So this is what the shades look like. These are some of the most stunning shades. So you've got warm, love warm looks, and then you've got these sort of blues and like this tealish green. Oh, so stunning. And I haven't even gotten into swatches or anything like that yet. Just looking at it, oh, it's amazing. I do think you can do a whole look with these. I'm going to use my two favourite brushes, but I'm not going to use the crease brush because I want to use my favourite crease brush. When I picked this up this morning to use it, I did think, how am I going to use these warm tones with these like blues? The only thing it's missing is like a white shade to sort of like set down your eyeshadow primer, but I can just pick up my like brightening powder or something like that and be good to go. So that's not a big deal. It's just I really like those sort of things. I also like this. You can take this out, by the way, but mine came with the bottom part kind of clipped into here. So I don't know if they did that on purpose to say like, look, you can take it out, but also if you put it in, this keeps this nice and clean. So I'd rather just have it like that. And also because I can bend this backwards so nice and easy. You can't do that with some palettes. It doesn't have a mirror, so if you're traveling or anything like that, you know. I'm going to do some swatches now. Prepare to be amazed. I went a little overboard on the mattes because the mattes are so soft. These shimmers are some of the creamiest, butteriest shadows I have ever touched. When I showed my friend this palette today and I just literally touched them and just swirled my fingers in it for literally like a millisecond and ran it onto my hand, she went, wow. And she wants to now get this palette. And she hardly ever uses eyeshadows. I'm looking forward to getting creative. So I've scooched you guys in so we can get nice and up close and personal. So I'm going to take this Cocoa Taxi shade first of all. Oh, if you're wondering why I always have a mirror like really close to my face, I'm short-sighted and I don't currently wear contact lenses. And I haven't obviously had laser eye surgery. I've thought about it, but man, you hear some horror stories. Kind of like swiftly that just blended out. Okay, I'm then gonna take, how do you pronounce that? Guantanamera shade. You really don't need much. I was so soft on that. I honestly think this is a brand to watch. Almar Cosmetics, they're so good. I'm trying to look down so maybe you can see what I'm doing. Look how smooth that is. It's just no patchiness, just what you want from a shadow. So I'm actually going to use this shade now. I'm going to use Elmelcon. Don't know, this sort of mint green shade. It's almost got like a golden reflect to it, and I'm going to put this in the inner part of my lid. And I'm going to blend that out afterwards. Okay, and then I'm going to take Celia with together, which is what's left on my fingers. I got so many compliments on my eye makeup though today because this palette is just phenomenal. And then I'm going to dip into Cocoa Taxi and Guantanamera and just blend that out. So you can do a lot with one brush and a couple of fingers. Now comes the fun part. We're going to use this bright blue shade, Verdadero. I'm going to put this right up against the lower lash line with the, I meant to say, the flat brush. Obviously I've got blue eyes as well, so this just brings out my blue eyes. I'm now gonna like wing out the side. Look how thin that wing is. You can bring it out like quite far if you want. Okay, so I do have a little bit of fallout. I don't know if you guys can, yeah, you can see that like sparkle there. And then we'll be honest, this can be difficult to kind of properly get off. Yeah, it just wants to stay there. So I'm going to grab some powder. Try and wipe. More like the greeny shade. Just kind of where I was blending, I think. So that is one drawback. There is a little bit of fallout. Before we carry on, I think I'm going to use just a little bit of this purpley red shade. I'm just going to smoke that out a tiny bit under the blue. Taking it a tiny bit underneath the wing as well. There we go, so it just warms it up a tiny bit more, a bit like the top. Okay, and then lastly, I'm going to use La Costa on this flat brush and I'm going to use that on my brow bone and my inner corners. Overall, I think you know my thoughts on this palette. I'm really sorry if I butchered any of the names of this, and these brushes, other than this crease brush, I would definitely say that these two are winners, especially if you only want to get one, get this one. I'm going to be keeping an eye on Almar Cosmetics. Let me know in the comments if you guys are getting this. Oh, and just side note, Kale Polish, I've bought from them before. I've been charged custom fees. They changed their international carrier. I didn't get charged any customs whatsoever. However, I did see a Twitter post that they've had to remove that because they've had some problems. I'm not sure what it was. I hope they get it sorted very soon, and I hope they stay with the people they're with, because being charged customs is so frustrating. It didn't cost anything extra, which I just wanted to mention. So, want to buy from Kale Polish, please tweet them once they've got their international carrier set up and check. Hopefully you won't get charged customs like I used to. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did, subscribe if you feel like it. Let me know if you guys are now interested in trying this palette or these brushes. I would really love to hear from you guys, and I hope to see you all very, very soon in my next video. Bye!